Brothers, I have a birthday coming up, and every year I'm plagued by the sheer number of happy birthday wishes I get. They range from close friends and family to basically total randos. I have no idea how to respond. Do I simply like every status? Oh, so like a Facebook thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I respond to everyone with a heartfelt paragraph? Is it rude to only respond to some? Do I completely ignore all of them? Am I good? That's from No Clue, North Carolina.
You know what I like? You know what move I like? Thanks,
Like-
you too.
But girlfriend, it's not their birthday.
Yeah, that's the fucking bit.
But that seems like it would be confusing to them because they would say, like, me too. What could he mean by that?
I think that you only highlight the best ones. You only think the best ones. And then people understand that, like, everything in life is a competition. And if they didn't get that thanks, then maybe they should have put a little bit more effort into it. And I think that because I put a lot of fucking effort. I holler for that thank you. You know what I mean?
I disagree, Griffin, because I live a life of a social contract that I understand I'm putting the least amount of effort and just putting happy birthday exclamation point. Maybe I capitalize H and B, maybe. And I know that they don't have to respond, but they know that I knew it was their birthday, and I know that they knew that I knew it was their birthday, and we're done.
I get on YouTube and I find, I search like happy birthday, Douglas, or if it's Douglas's birthday, and I YouTube search that, and I find videos of like parents singing to their kids "Happy Birthday, Douglas." I put that on their wall.
That's especially good for your orphan friends.
Yeah, I'm like I like to make it special, you know.
See, I sometimes will just have Teresa log in and wish someone a happy birthday for me, but I don't let her fancy it up. Happy birthday! Exclamation point. Done.
I've actually stopped doing this because I live in constant fear that people are changing their birthdays on Facebook all the time, just to like try and catch you in a trap, because I used to do that, and I feel fucking terrible about it now. But that used to be my jam in college, like when Facebook was still in its infancy, and I would change my birthday to like today and just like wait and see like the closest person who would write on my wall wishing me happy birthday, just to see like, oh, I guess you don't know me at all, huh?
We all have those wild college stories.
I do get, I was going to make fun of this question asker a little bit and say like, oh, first world problem. But I really totally get it. The more I think about it, you try to stay on top of it. And like the first couple hours of the day, you're really good at like, thanks, man. Or like, at least liking everyone. But then like, as you go about your day and get caught up doing stuff, you lose it. And then pretty soon it's like 2 days later and you're like, do I go back through and say thank you to everyone now? Or will that just seem hollow?
Yeah.
Or like, I get it.
Let me propose
just like a general post like, I'm overwhelmed by all the birthday wishes. Thank you so much. Wish I could like them all, but I'm like out
But that
there
would take like 45 seconds. I'm like trying to live my
soaking it
life.
up.
I'm living my life every damn day to the fullest
Let me
until
hit-
Wallace Shawn strokes my hair till I die.
Strokes me to death. Let me hit you all with this.
Wallace Shawn strokes me to death.
This is like sort of, I guess, a catch-all for any sort of...
Wait, sidebar.
Yeah.
Quick Wallace Shawn sidebar.
All right.
Sydney just read the book.
Yeah,
Carrie
Rachel
Elvis
did
read
too.
About Princess Bride. She told me the best story about Wallace Shawn, that apparently he had it in his head that what they really wanted was Danny DeVito for the part, but they couldn't get DeVito, so they got Wallace Shawn. Carl Reiner denies this, but Wallace Shawn was convinced about it, and he said that about half of the time they were filming, he was really distracted because he kept thinking in his head about how Danny DeVito would have done it better and how he could do it more like Danny DeVito. Can you imagine being
Yeah,
haunted
that's
by
my
the
everyday.
specter? Like, look over your shoulder, it's DeVito. He's always there waiting for you.
Oh,
to
just
trip
in the
up.
corner of your eye, but if you look directly at him, he disappears, and you're like, what was that? Nothing,
DeVito.
nothing, Wallace. Just go on. Let's start at the top.
It's Mr. Steal Your Role. He's right there waiting to jump into Vicini's,
DeVito, the original Babadook. This is sort of, I guess, a catch-all for any sort of social media quandary, and that is that none of this garbage matters at all. Am I the only one on that page where like nobody gives a fuck?
They were forgetting that they were doing it letter by letter. Like by the time they wrote the Y and exclamation point in
No,
happy birthday,
it's gone.
It was gone. What?
Accept.
And even if it's like, we'll take it to the extreme, right? Say it's your triple grandma, and she grandma's real hard, and she, spends like 3 hours artisanally crafting a Facebook post, and then just sort of like F5s it, waiting for that like to pop up. And it doesn't. She will be upset about it for like 12 minutes, and then that
then she's
moment
off living her life.
And then that moment is gone. It's in the past, and it's not even like an especially savory moment. So
Here's
like
the thing. The problem is that it's taken over what used to be like, oh, it's my best friend's birthday, I'm going to send him a card. And now it's like, oh, it's my best friend's birthday,
Well,
I'm going to do the minimal amount of effort to wish them happy birthday.
The card thing is also debatable, because then you're prolonging that moment, that magic moment, for, I don't know, like an hour or two. But then nobody's going to remember that fucking card. You know what I mean? Like, it's... I get what you're saying. It's just like anything you've ever done, all the time you've ever spent like tweeting great shit on Twitter, unless you like got a comedy writing gig off of how good your tweets are, which like 6 people have done. Like none of that shit
Or you
matters.
got 3 episodes of a sitcom, like the shit my dad says guy.
Like none of it matters. None of
If
it
it is
matters.
your best friend's birthday, if it's someone that you would want to like wish you a happy birthday, give them a call. It's like 40 seconds, a minute most, and just say like, hey, I'm willing to speak to you as one human being to another without written word getting in the way. I love you very much. Happy birthday.
I'm not like upset that we're fielding questions about social media aptitude. I'm not. I just don't want anybody to like waste a precious moment of this, spin around this third rock from the sun, fucking stressing about their favorites. You know what I mean?
It's an excellent point, because at this point, it's your birthday. The last thing any of these people who care about you enough to like at least say happy birthday to you, they're not doing it to stress you out worrying about who you're going to respond to. Like, and if they are, then you don't need to respond to them in the first place. So like either they love you enough that they're doing it because they just wanted to wish you happy birthday, or they're doing it so that you will acknowledge that they're awesome people who wish you happy birthday. Either way, you don't have to worry about it.
Just power down your Asus, shut it down, close your clients, go out there, eat a nice meal, go just take a dip in a beautiful crystal clear spring.
And then quietly die.
While Wallace Shawn just kisses you on the neck. I just died in Wallace Shawn's arms tonight.
I added some syllables back there.